Good evening. Welcome back to Glisten TV News. Rescue efforts are underway for trapped illegal miners in Stilfontein, Northwest. Community leaders are communicating with the miners, urging them to move away from tunnel entrances for safety. A rescue cage will be built, expected to take 5 to 6 days, with no personnel descending underground. Meanwhile, authorities plan to provide antiretrovirals, ARVs, and chronic medication to the miners. The Pretoria High Court will hear an application arguing for the miners' rights, following concerns over denied access to basic supplies. President Cyril Ramaphosa addressed world leaders at the G20 Leaders Summit in Rio de Janeiro, emphasizing the need for respect for the United Nations Charter. He highlighted the principle of self-determination, noting that the people of Palestine have been denied this right and are suffering under a brutal occupation. Ramaphosa urged the G20 collective to work towards a just and lasting peace for both Palestinians and Israelis, stressing that the UN Charter must be respected. He also called for reform of global governance institutions, citing the need for more robust multilateralism and a renewed commitment to the UN Charter's principles. The president emphasized that all member states must comply with international law, with no exceptions. Ramaphosa's speech was well received, with many acknowledging the need for collective action to address global challenges. President Cyril Ramaphosa's recent announcement has sent shockwaves throughout the spaza shop community, as owners scramble to register their businesses within a tight 21-day deadline. However, National Informal Traders Alliance President Roshada Muller has deemed this timeline impossible, citing municipalities' lack of capacity to process registrations in such a short time frame. With over 1,000 spaza shops in Soweto alone, Muller argues that registration and compliance cannot happen overnight. The alliance plans to request an extension, offering assistance to facilitate the process. Additionally, Muller highlighted concerns about foreign ownership, advocating for prioritizing South African entrepreneurs amidst high unemployment rates. As the deadline looms, Gauteng authorities have outlined registration requirements, but the fate of many spaza shops remains uncertain. Gauteng is rolling out new high-tech number plates designed to combat crime and improve security. The plates feature a self-destructing decal and barcode linking to manufacturing information for authentication and tracking purposes. Numbers and letters are displayed in red with a red border, alongside a South African flag, Gauteng Province license mark, and ZAR mark Y. Premier Panyaza Lesufi announced the initiative, stating that vehicles are often at the center of criminal incidents, and these new plates will aid police investigations. The pilot program will start with government vehicles before expanding province-wide. Zimbabwe President Emmerson Mnangagwa is facing criticism for allegedly violating the country's constitution by failing to appoint a Minister of Intelligence, a crucial position. According to Section 225 of the Constitution, the President must appoint a minister responsible for any intelligence service. Hatcliffe legislator Agency Gumbo raised this concern in Parliament, pointing out that Mnangagwa's cabinet appointments did not include a Minister of Intelligence, despite this being a constitutional requirement. This oversight has raised serious national security questions, and lawmakers are unable to demand answers from the executive due to the absence of a responsible minister. Mnangagwa's administration has been criticized for its human rights record, with reports of systematic suppression of peaceful dissent and a rise in the use of excessive force by law enforcement. Opera has partnered with Spotify to bring seamless music streaming to its users. The Nordic browser's latest update, Opera 102, integrates Spotify as its default streaming service, allowing users to access their favorite music, podcasts, and audiobooks directly from the browser sidebar. To celebrate, Opera is offering up to 3 free months of Spotify Premium in select countries. The update also introduces AI-powered features, including AI Assistant Aria for web page summaries and product comparisons, image generation and image understanding capabilities, enhanced tab management with split screen and tab traces, detachable music and video player controls, native ad blocker support for a cleaner browsing experience. Opera's product director, Joanna Chaika, stated, "With Spotify in the sidebar, everything's at your fingertips. Shop, write, plan, and listen without interruption." That's all we had for you at this time. Kindly consider subscribing to our channel for more news updates. Until we meet again, it's goodbye from us.